I'm thrilled to have with me John Kim from Korea Quantum Computing. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome.
Oh, thank you so much, Chris.
So tell us a little bit about your Quantum Innovation Center.
Well, thank you. We are the only independent and private quantum innovation center in Korea. And moving out of the lab and into the real world is our motto. And we provide access to IBM quantum computing services and develop algorithm and applications together with the companies. And we want to be the quantum evangelist, so to speak. So we also the hub to help corporations enhance their quantum readiness.
I love that, quantum evangelist.
Right.
So what does it mean to you to be a QIC?
Well, being a Quantum Innovation Center means being a part of the IBM quantum network and being able to make some contributions. And in quantum society and ecosystem building, and we feel a great sense of responsibility in doing so to make as many Korean corporations and research institutions quantum ready as soon as possible. That is our big task.
What is your advice to other QIC leaders about how to effectively market and sell quantum computing services?
Well, it's very important to be able to bridge the gap between the quantum computing society and the industries who is not familiar with the quantum computing technology and they don't even know what to do with it. And there's a huge language barrier between the two. So you have to bridge the gap. And also, people know quantum computing can and will make some changes and progresses, but it's not a panacea. You have to be aware of saying that as if it's a magic wand of Harry Potter, that it can change everything. So you have to be careful. It's not actually the substitution of the supercomputer. It's a complementary thing.
And in your experience, what are the most immediate needs for quantum computing services?
We should be able to, predict the queue time of the quantum computing usage, and we must be able to provide the real-time commercial services in the future. And the quantum computing system must be scaling up much larger than what we have now to mitigate the error rates closer to the level of the classical computers and to produce commercially viable solutions and applications. We need a much larger system and be able to use that wisely. And data security assurance also is very important. Some companies are not even allowed to send their applications or algorithm and data over the internet. So we need an on-prem system in the near future.
From a market perspective, what quantum computing application areas are you most excited about?
We are excited about a lot of verticals, but most excited about new drug discovery and financial systems and logistics area. So those three are the most interested and exciting area that we develop right now. The applications in the financial field, for example, we know what we need and we know the industry very well. So from the back end to the front end. So we're talking to some of the Korean and even some Japanese financial institutions to develop the algorithm and applications together. And also aviation and port industry logistics, analytical services for both terminal side and the passenger side for the airport, the fuel efficiency and gate allocations and environmental issues and whatnot. Those are the things that we are excited the most.
What are some important considerations for QIC when engaging with clients?
Well, the decision maker's mindset is very important. How to actually, move the mind share into the quantum is actually very important, and it's not easy task. But in Korea, most of the large corporations are owned by families, and they are not just the shareholders; they are the C-level or chairman. So the decision maker is actually the top management, the owner, and the management as well. So their mind share has to be moved. It's not an easy task. And at the VP level, even the CEOs are not easy to get these kind of decision easily they can make, because their key performance index for their job while they're at the tenure of that position is relatively short. It's only 2-3 years. And whereas the quantum computing application to your industry is medium long-term thing, so you have to be able to give the assurance that it's not 10-20 years from today, has to be ready as soon as possible. Today is the best day to start.
Now, you shared an analogy with me that captures some of what you were just saying. Would you share that with us again?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I often use this analogy when I talk to my client. Is imagine that we live in a world that the only way to travel is by the car. But someone like you, Chris, the genius, invents the airplane. But the airplane is very exciting, but it can only go short distance. You need to be able to develop the engine and make a supersonic jet to fly across the Pacific Ocean or Atlantic. But I mean, you can't do that today, but you should be able to learn how to fly at least. So right now, the quantum is at that stage. We know how to use the quantum computing to be able to use that in real world. So today is a good day, again, to learn how to fly with a flight simulator.
I love that analogy. Thank you for sharing it with us. And thank you for joining us. I've enjoyed very much learning about Korea quantum computing, and I think our partners are going to enjoy learning about it as well.
Well, thank you very much for having me today, Chris. Thank you.